Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. So if you've been living under a rock recently, you have not noticed that everybody on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook is doing this 10-year challenge. If you don't know what that is or you haven't seen anybody doing it, it's basically people are taking a picture of themselves from 10 years ago and a picture of themselves now. And yeah. I have not released any pictures of myself, but I just thought that I would do the tutorial of how I did my makeup 10 years ago. So I am 25, so I'd be 15. 15 was the stage of my life where you probably could have like scooped the makeup off my face. You know, whenever you're young and you're silly and you're like, more, put it on my face, get the makeup on my face. And let's not forget about this side fringes. I went through my makeup collection and I actually have a few products, not still, but I've recently purchased, that I actually used whenever I was about 15, 16. So I'm actually going to use those today. I'm actually going to show you guys pictures of me whenever I was 15 and I'm basically going to copy that makeup. Sorry, hold on, I'm just cropping my X out of this one. Like, where did those eyebrows go? Did they fall off? Oh my god. Like, seriously. What even? I'll put the pictures actually on the screen so you can see it even more. As my despair. I did back then wear false eyelashes. I have been wearing false eyelashes since I was 14. I think I was only about 15 or 16 whenever I actually started to wear them out. Because I was so young and I was so new to false lashes, I was like, they're not going to stay on. As soon as I walk out the door, they're going to blow off. And then this one is whenever it starts to get a wee bit more heavier. This is the one I had to crop my X out of there. You can see his big fat ear. I also used to be a fan of black smoky eyes. Black smoky eyes. It was more of like a dark charcoal grey black, and I would just like plunked it on the outer corner and just blended it in. That was it. Honestly, and those concealer lips, oh my word. So this is another one you can definitely see. I'm actually glad I found this one because I can definitely see what I have going on my eyes. I used to actually wear 6 pairs of lashes. That might sound absolutely crazy, and it is. Holy hell. Like, how did I think that that was normal? Like, how did my eyelids cope? That one there is definitely very, very caked on. Last one for a giggle, and that one was actually, I think I was like 16 there. You know, like, what's up with the hands? It's the poses as well that I'm absolutely gagging over it whenever people are putting these pictures up. It's like, the poses, dead. Absolutely dead. There was honestly no such thing as primer back then. Well, not that my little silly mind could even think of. I probably wouldn't even have known what to do with it, to be honest. The first thing I done was I went in with foundation. I foundated my entire existence. And that was the good old pan stick. The shades I have here are 14 and 25. I remember, if I'm correct, back then I would have went between pan stick 13 and 14. Like, they are the shades that everybody used, you know. I don't actually know why I do have this one. So the thing with 14 is it's actually quite dark, but whenever you're 14, 15, who cares? I'm actually going to mix the two of them. Oh my word. Like, this stuff even smells of clay. Like, you just know for a fact that this is just going to clog your pores. And I know it might look as if I'm putting a lot on, but I shit you not, I put far more than this on. Like, I probably coloured in with it, you know? But we're not going to do that today. Well, I look as if I'm from a tribe, but, you know, whoa. Smell of it is just bringing back so many memories. The smell of this, the smell of pan stick and Charlie Pink, honestly, but it's honestly so sad as well because, like, literally whenever I was at school and like the girls I would have hung around with and like drank with and stuff, This is all we would have used. I didn't use brushes. Beauty blenders did not exist back then. Brushes didn't really exist back then unless you were a makeup artist. So I used my hands. So today we're going to use our hands. God, forgive me. But this is what we done. We used our hands. It get all up into that hairline. I was really blonde and I'm sure I had a hairline to die for. So in case you are wondering what I am doing with my eyebrows, I'm not doing anything with my eyebrows because in those pictures my eyebrows were non-existent. I actually looked like a clown. Just get over those eyelids too. So I'm just going to stop right at my chin because why would you put it down your neck? Like, that's just wasting it. The one thing you needed to do whenever you were wearing pan stick was put it over your lips. Just blending it in. Well, I didn't do my eyebrows because eyebrows weren't really a thing back then and you basically just hid them. You just wanted to look as if your eyebrows fell off your face. And it's actually quite a coincidence that I'm deciding to do this makeup tutorial as I'm growing my eyebrows out because back then I did not touch my eyebrows at all. I never got them shaped, I never got them plucked, so they were bushy little buggers. How I ever got a boyfriend, I will never know. For this next bit, it includes brushes! Woohoo! Obviously we didn't set our faces, like, why would we set our face? Because obviously throughout the day we're going to apply our pan stick about 6 more times. So we don't set that shit and we're obviously too young to crease. Bless. Obviously I cannot remember what blush I used back then. I used to use blush back then, like whenever I first off started doing makeup, then I stopped wearing blusher completely. Over the past year, I have been introduced back to blusher again. But I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Colour Icon blush and this is in the shade Blush? Oh no, Pearlescent Pink. Silly me. Obviously, when it comes to blush, I don't know why I tapped off there because sure as hell we never tapped off. You want to be as heavy-handed as you possibly can. You want to have real rosy cheeks. Real rosy cheeks. What am I doing? And that's how I applied my blush. And like, it wasn't just me, it was like girls my age as well. Like, the brighter the better, the pinker the better, like the more like the better. It was literally as if we took our blushers and done that. This is actually whenever I wore 2 bronzers. I honestly felt really like advanced in my makeup routine because I used 2 bronzers. I used a matte one and I used a shimmer. Highlighters weren't really a thing back then. In fact, was there even such thing as highlighters? There might have been such thing as like a glow somewhere, like within a certain product, but there, I don't actually remember there being like actual highlighters. And then this Sleek Face Contour Kit. It has like a highlighter and the bronzer. I'm just going to go in and make my face look as muddy as possible because that was obviously our aim. Like, I'm not blowing my own trumpet or anything, but I remember back then, like, my makeup was pretty flawless. Like, because it was so heavy and caked on, there was so much coverage. I just remember it just being really flawless. But it just, to me, it just looks patchy and muddy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Or maybe it's because I haven't got N-dubs blasting out of my Sony Ericsson. Okay, so that's the first bronzer applied, and I'm trying to apply like the same amount of product that I know that I would have applied, by the way. This is the actual bronzer that I used to use. So this is the Collection Bronze Glow, and this is like a like a mosaic bronzer. So this is like a bronzer that has like a shimmer through it. So you can just imagine how beautiful my cheeks looked. So I was looking through my collection of eyeshadow palettes and I was trying to be in the mind of my 15-16-year-old self and try to find the eyeshadow colours and shades that I know I would have used. And I have the BH Cosmetics 28 colour palette, and this is the Smokey edition palette. So as I was saying, and as you can see by them pictures, there was a few where I did have smoky eyes because smoky eyes were kind of my thing. So the shades that I am more gravitating to is obviously these ones here. So basically this panel here, back in the day, this was the strip that I would have gone through. I do have some clean makeup brushes that I'm going to use. Shock horror. So I'm going to use the packing brush first because I'm just going to do this eyeshadow look the way I done it back then. Okay, so I'm just going to pack this on. I actually didn't take it any higher than the crease, by the way, which is actually quite good. I'm so glad. So this is literally what I done. I just heavily packed on the outer corner. I didn't use a brush to blend it out. I used my finger. Honestly, let's just be honest. Who spat on their brushes to get like more pigment? It was either like the or the lick. It was the lick or you spat on your brushes. What even were we? How did we get this far? So I'm going to take the finger brush. What the hell? That's literally what I done. Who even were you if you didn't use pencil eyeliner? Like, you used your pencil eyeliner to basically blow out the shit of your lower lash line, like, and then throughout the day you would have got this gloop in here, which was absolutely disgusting, but we all got it. So this is the Wet n Wild Kohl Crayon in the shade Baby's Got Black. I honestly think that my mom deserved a slap letting me walk out of the house like that, but I know that she always told me all the time about how I looked because I wore so much makeup and it was ridiculous. I didn't need it. It was so caked on. It was so heavy. Like, I just remember like even family members saying to me, you know, like, Emma, like, you wear so much makeup, you know, like, it's not attractive. So the mascara that I used to use was the Maybelline Great Lash mascara. This is probably the first mascara I ever bought. I just used this to apply about 10 coats of mascara before I put on my 6 pairs of eyelashes. We're obviously not going to do that because I'm just not doing it. Or shall we, for the crack, just to actually see what it actually looks like to wear 6 pairs of eyelashes? I think we'll do it. These are lashes that I used to get on eBay. The reason I got them on eBay is because I wore so many pairs stacked up on each other. If I was just buying a pair of lashes at the store, I would have been out a fortune, and obviously I was really young at the time. I spent all my pocket money on cigarettes and drink and clearly pan stick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, I need another 2 sets of eyelashes. It's a good thing I have a backup. I'm not a snobby person or anything, but these lashes are actually quite nice, and that's why I still have them, because I was just like, I'm not binning those. They will come in handy someday, no problem. From what I can remember, I actually applied like 2 lashes at a time and then I applied them on, if you know what I mean. So I didn't actually glue them together like this. I actually stuck like a couple on, waited for them to dry, and then glued the other ones, let them get tacky, and then stick them on top, and then just layered them like that. Okay, so I'm still waiting for the lashes to dry. They're all sitting here trying to get tacky, and I'm like, honestly, like, did I have no life? surprised that someone did not drug me and ship me off to Snogmorry Avoid. For shits and giggles, I think we'll add more pan stick to the lips because it's starting to rub off a wee bit, you know, because that's what we done, we topped up. Okay guys, so this is the completed makeup look. Oh my god. We are going to give ourselves the good old side fringe. We need to make it all come together. And who likes my brush? It's so cute! I hate cats. And I got a brush that is in the shape of a cat's head and says meow. Okay guys, so this is the completed makeup look. This is my 2009 makeup challenge. This is how I looked in 2009. What is this? Years of bleaching? Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one.